Hello everyone, welcome to Fogg's Cards and Things. We're ready to break boxes and rip packs. But first we need you to subscribe to our channel. Like this video. It lets us know to keep making videos like this. It costs you nothing, but it means the world to me. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, you. Subscribe, like, hit the button so we can get onto the cards. Alright, there you go. Thank you so much. Now let's get ripping. Hey everybody, welcome back to Fogg's Cards and Things, or welcome for the first time. We're happy you're here. Today we're going to be breaking a box of 1990 Major League Baseball scorecards. Got Will Clark on the front. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to go through one of the packs just to show you what they look like for the 1990 year. And then we'll probably go about 3 packs at a time, just so this doesn't take forever. First, show you a couple highlights from our 1989 score. There's George Brett. And then we got a high gloss Bo Jackson card. So definitely exciting. If you're interested in that video, we hope you check it out. So here we've got the 1990 score set. Salazar here. Stats. Long ways back. This one goes back to 1980. I'm sure they go back a little further if they had to. Every pack, we won't go over them, but every pack will have one of these trivia cards. AL 1933. Kind of talks about the MVP from that year on that card. I don't know if they're all the same, but we won't go through all of them. So, without further ado, we're going to go through this pack here. Chuck Krim, Bergman, Geraltz, Worthington, Kyle Abbott pitching for the Angels, first round draft pick. Joe Girardi before his manager days. Jim Gott, Tom Hirsch, Sean Dunston, good journeyman player. Greenwell for the Red Sox, Ellis Burks following him up, Steve Lake, and Scott Bankhead. So you can see the cards have a variety of colors for the borders. I typically prefer white borders just because if we're going to grade them, that is an easier grade. But I'm sure they didn't care about that when they were designing the cards. Alright, so from here out, we'll do 3 packs at a time. Hopefully it'll speed up the process just a little bit. See if we can't drop out our trivia cards. Alright, let's see what we have. Kevin McReynolds. Jack Clark for the Padres. Andres Galarraga. Mike Witt. Melindo Perez. Maurice Mo Vaughn rookie card. That's a good card. Or a draft pick card. I'm not sure if that's considered as rookie or not. We'll put him on that second row. Sasser, Robinson, Kai Daniels, Mike Schooler for the Mariners, Fred Lynn, Rasmussen, David Cohn pitching for the Mets there. Good career for David Cohn. Bob Walk, Barfield, Jim Abbott, and another Mo Vaughn. We'll just put the second one over there for now. We'll sleeve that up later. David Wells pitching for the Blue Jays. Barry Larkin on the 1990 score. Mark Grace, good first baseman for the Cubs. Dave Parker. Rudy, Yelding, Dyer, Marquise Grissom. Dan Plesac, Calderon, Lackey. Edgar Martinez. Frank Viola, good pitcher for the Mets. I don't think he's made it in the Hall of Fame yet. He should. Andy Van Slyke there for the Pirates. Ruben Sierra, another guy had a long career. All right, let's get 3 more packs here. 2 Mo Vaughns in that set of first 3 packs, so not many other hits. Hopefully it'll speed up a little bit for us. In the 1989 break, we also got a couple Randy Johnson rookies. Speaking of that, if there are cards you're after, or you see anything that UPC or would like to have, please let us know. Drop a comment, send us a message. See if we can't work out something to get you that card if you're after one. All right, Kiki Jones on the first round draft pick. Darnell Combs, Tommy Gregg, Gusto, Gene Larkin, Vizquel. It's a sideways car. Will Clark there. The Thrill. It's a neat card. Allenson, Mookie Wilson, Hetzel, Terry Pendleton, Wallach again, Wegman, Whitson, Orozco, Beatty, Fernando Valenzuela, heck of a pitcher. Dale Murphy, good ball player. Pat Borders catching for the Blue Jays, had a good career. Mitch Williams, relief pitcher for the Dream Team here. First time we're getting a look at that. Guerin, Gonzalez, Tim Burke, had a good career. Greg Maddux, good pitcher. Tino Martinez, good player. Weston, Guerrero, and White, Powell, Johnson. Ramon Martinez, heck of a pitcher for the Dodgers. Tim Cruz, Alfredo Griffin, Bryn Smith, Langston, Lonnie Smith, Ken Griffey Jr. there. That's our first PC card. A little off center, but still a neat card to have. And that wraps up our second set of packs there. Bob Boone, first Royal. If you watched any of your videos, you know I always keep all the Royals. Todd Benzinger, had a decent career. Mitch Williams, Junior Felix, Pat Tabler for the Royals. World Series here. Looks like we've got Jose Canseco. Basher's Blast. Let's leave that up. Features Jose Canseco in that top right frame. Bill Long, Deion James, Duncan, Gallagher, Bales, Charlie Ho, Frazier, Mike Morgan, Ken Griffey Sr., Lee Brandt pitching for the Royals, Jeff Leonard, Gagne, Furman, Danny Tartable for the Royals, Brett Butler. That's a cool card there. Ricky Henderson. Cool card. Greg Matthews, Rosenberg, Mike Heath, Hassey, Barry Jones, Costello, Whistler, Dave Island, Pena, Oyster, Yet, Storm Davis, Dave Bergman. Lights Out at Candlestick, 1989. I won't read all that right now, but definitely an interesting looking card. Nixon Eisenreich with the Royals. Rob Murphy, Javier Tolson, Willie McGee, Sandy Alomar Jr. I'm going to wrap up that set of three. I'm going to get some of these commons out of the way. A lot of cards in these boxes, but as you can see, the hits from these years are far and few between, and even the hits aren't worth anything. The nostalgia of going through the packs is mainly what I enjoy and making videos, so hope you'll consider liking and subscribing. Doesn't cost you a thing, but it definitely means the world to me that people are interacting and motivates me to make more videos. Anything we make from the cards or channels just goes back into buying more boxes so that we can keep ripping. I've always gone 2 for 3. Where's that other one? There we go. Alright, get those 3 trivia cards out of there. Alright, probably about a third of the way done after this set. Dwight Evans, McGrain, Parker, Hall, Langsford, Kiki Jones again for the Dodgers, Paul Molitor, good player, McDowell, Hassey, Barry Jones, Zay Alvarez, Rafael Palmeiro, he had a good career, Keith Miller, good catcher there, BJ Suroff, Calderon, Mike Felder, there's a Will Clark again for the second time, Landrum, Moreland, Heap, Terry Francona, Mullenix, Hall, Crown, Blowers, Pena, Dennis Eckersley, good thrower. Wow, good looking Roger Clemens right there. Good looking card. Not perfectly centered, but not bad by any stretch of the imagination. Paul O'Neill, Tyler Houston on the draft pick card. R.J. Reynolds, Doug Jones, Gallagher, Bales, Tim Rock Raines, good player. Moses, Darren Dalton, and Mike Stanton, 1990 rookie. So maybe the drafts aren't their rookie cards if it says 1990 rookie on the bottom of those. Another 3 packs here. Who were you after when you were ripping packs if you were collecting at this age? Or who do you collect now? Somebody nationally that, a lot of us collected. Mark McGuire's, Jose Canseco's, Barry Bonds. I collected the Royals. So definitely George Brett, but I think a lot of people nationally also collected Brett. Locally, there were some that weren't nationally known that we collected. But just because they were our hometown team and we got to watch them play was one of the reasons we'd collect them. Dave Martinez there, Brady Anderson, Borders, Glenn Davis, Jeff Jackson on the draft pick, Gene Nelson, good pitcher for the A's, Reed, Blankenship, August, Hojo, Howard Johnson, Greg Vaughn, Jamie Moyer, he was a good pitcher. There's a Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds on that 1990 scorecard. Again, not perfectly centered, but it's a neat looking card. Ricky Jordan, Rick Honeycutt, Briley, Brookins, Will Clark on the Dream Team. Guerin, Kevin Seitzer, Rob Murphy, Cerudo. Actually, hold on. Yelding, Delino DeShields, Clark, Portugal, Dan Gladden, Don Slott, Geraltz. Second time we've seen that Game 3 highlight. Jeff Reardon, Scudder, Seitzer again, Steve, good pitcher for the Blue Jays, Kruger, Walker, Wilson, Bell, Kowalski, and Combs. Get some of these commons out and we'll get that 3 packs going again. If you see any cards that you like or UPC, be sure, drop a comment, send a message, see if we can't work out something to get you that card. Certainly appreciate you stopping by, spending some time with us. A fun era in baseball with a lot of the players that I collected. I'm assuming you, if you're watching the video also. Got a lot of these cards, but some of them I don't. Oh, where'd that other... Well, we'll find that trivia card at some point. Ah, there it is. Just had to stop looking for it. All right, let's see what this stack of threes got. Mike Scott, Dave Smith, Bob Boone catching for the Royals, Jose De Leon, Tracy Jones, Danny Jackson, Tyler Houston again, Dan Quisenberry, Harold Baines, Uribe, Larry Sheets, Randy Johnson. A big unit here. Picked up his rookie card in our last pull. I think I said that earlier. That was a good pull. Olin Ventura rookie card. It's a good card. Off-centered. Left to right, but Robin Ventura rookie. Pretty good card. Gazzo, Oyster, Gladden, Don Slott, Carlton Fisk. Good catcher. Craig Biggio. First, Greg Gore. Santavina, Spires, Darren Jackson, Charlie Ho, Juan Samuel, Doran Brantley, Charles Nagy, good pitcher there for the Braves. 1990 rookie card. I might sleeve that up just to sleeve it up. It was a good pitcher. Hammond, Salazar, Krim, McReynolds, Tettleton, Laudner, Evans, Mike Scott on the Dream Team, Zane Smith, Brett Saberhagen for the Royals, Mike Moore, Bobby Thigpen, Oberkfell, Mullins, Whitehead. We'll be approaching right around the halfway point of this break here. Some good cards so far. And the Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr., Randy Johnson. Haven't seen my favorites. No Bo Jacksons or George Bretts yet. But like I said, we're only about at the halfway mark, so still holding out hope for some of those favorites to come through. Oh, got one of the trivia cards out. Second one. And I don't know where that other one's at. Oh, it's on that side. Alright. Get that one off there. Alright, let's see what this stack of threes got. Chet Lemon, Milligan, Charlton. Second time we've seen the Ricky Henderson. Fisher, Kurt Young, Wayne, Kilgus, Henneman, good pitcher for the Tigers. Kevin Mitchell, good player for the Giants. Ben Corsai, Fossis, Lenny Harris, Lee Smith, good thrower there for the Red Sox. Gerald Young, Augusta, Gene Larkin, Vizquel, Jeff Jackson on the draft pick. Joey Meyer, Dave Johnson, Hamilton, Kirby Puckett, another PC player for me. And look who's behind him. I'll show you that in just a second. There we go. Mark McGuire. Back-to-back, Kirby Puckett, Mark McGuire. Well, look who's behind him also. Wow. This would have been an awesome pack to hit when I was a kid. Also got Ryan Sandberg. He passed away not too long ago, but heck of a guy from all accounts. All right, that was good. Tim Jones, Kurt Schilling. There we go, 1990 rookie for him. We got a Ventura rookie. Kurt Schilling rookie, the draft pick, which I'm not exactly sure how that works. Karkovice, Swinningham, Ramirez, Parker, Steinbeck on the Dream Team. Joey Bell, Jerry Reed, Hinkie, Junior Ortiz, Dennis Boyd, Ernie Witt, Lenny Dykstra, Lancaster, Ritz, Hale, Moises Alou, 1990 rookie. If you haven't already, now would be a good time to go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe so you're notified about new videos. Follow the channel. Helps out a lot. Certainly appreciate everybody coming by and positive feedback from the streams and the uploaded videos. Get the trivia cards out of there. All right. Still got quite a few packs here, a lot of cards. Holding out for that Bo Jackson, George Brett, Dennis Martinez, heck of a thrower, Flanagan, Felder, Milligan, Charlton, Ben McDonald on the draft pick, Velarde, Hull, Tim Leary, Dave Steve, Hatcher, Todd Zeal, rookie card for him for the Cardinals, Marullo, Andre Thomas, Worthington, Mike Witt, World Series, picture there. Terry Leach throwing for the Royals. I haven't seen that many Royals. James Lee, Hojo, Pettis, John Smiley, Mike Davis for the Dodgers, Sid Bream for the Pirates. He had a good career. Juan Gonzalez also. Jack Clark, good first baseman for the Padres. Andres Galarraga, Washington. Bobby Thigpen, Dream Team. Walt Whirl, Bobby Witt, O'Brien, Bobby Bonilla. Put him up there with Barry. Barry Larkin, another good player. Darwin, Scotia, Corsi, Fossis, West. So some good pickups. Decent cards. Still got quite a few packs left here. We'll just get the rest of them out of here. What would you say is the best card we've pulled so far? Or what card would you have been stoked to get as a kid? You know, that's something I always try to think about is, you know, back when I was actually opening the packs with that kind of excitement, who would have been, you know, the deal breakers? Obviously the McGuires, the Bonds, the Bo Jacksons, which we haven't seen yet, but all right, let's see what this pack of three has here. Scott Fletcher, second baseman for the White Sox. Paul, Mitch Williams for the Cubs Dream Team. Scott Sanderson, Tom Gordon throwing for the Royals. Greg Jeffries, Castillo, Bob McClure, Leeper, Key, Carey, Holman, Billy Bates, Coolbaugh, Kinzer, Dave Smith, Larry Anderson, Randy Bush. Second time we've seen the lights out. That candlestick card. Eltzer, Mike Jackson, Downs, Mark Grace, good first baseman for the Cubbies. Dave Parker, Doug Jones, good thrower for the Indians. Gantner, Armas, Schroeder, Jose De Jesus, throwing for the Royals. That's his rookie card. Lemke on a rookie. Nosek on a rookie. Todd Benzinger, good career as a journeyman player. Mitch Webster, Fred McGriff, good card. Tom Candiotti, Gross, Greg Gore, Sutcliffe, Hickey, Jack Howell, Willie Randolph, Rob Deere for the Brewers. Here we go. One of those that we'd be super excited to pull as a kid. 1990 Jose Canseco. Good looking card there. And that wraps up that set of three there. Definitely enjoy going through these, brings back memories. These days, with all the parallels and everything else, it's hard to know. You know, back in these days, you knew if you got a good hit just because it was the player. You know, you knew it was a good card. But hard to tell these days what a good card is. Got Tanana here on the front. Good pitcher for the Tigers. Olson. Furman. Danny Tartagle for the Royals. Brett Butler. Good player for the Giants. McDonald. Smithson. Al Newman. Don Robinson. Chuck Finley. Jeff Montgomery throwing for the Royals. Another great card here. We'll sleeve him up. Ricky Henderson. Get him up there with Canseco. Good card. Wally Whitehurst. Glenn Allen Hill. Bernie Williams. Good player for the Yankees. Roberto Kelly. Glenn Braggs. Snyder. Perry. Blosser. Cook. Weatherby. Dave Righetti. Good thrower for the Yankees. McCullers. Bill Ripken. John Smoltz. Good pitcher. Harnish. Thurman. Dave Justice. 1990 rookie for Dave Justice. Probably didn't get as big as he should have, but that's a good rookie card still out of that pack. Jorgensen. Whoa, here we go. Here we go. Good card. Ken Griffey Jr. Good looking card there for Ken Griffey. Dwight Evans, McGrain, Devereaux, Bradley, Gallego. 1989 highlight for Wade Boggs. I don't know if we've seen a base card for Wade Boggs or not, but good card there. Wade Boggs on the 1990 highlight. Or 1989 highlight, sorry. Ward, Hayes, Eric Show, Cruz, Griffin, August, Luis Aquino on the mound for the Royals. Pico, Anderson, Dave West. All right, so we have two more sets of three, I think. Maybe one of two, since we opened the first pack on its own. So we'll just do a set of two right now, and our final one will be 3 packs. Several good cards in that stack. Probably the Griffey, I would say, is the highlight. Zoom in on this so you can see it. The stained on the back there, J. Bell. I don't know what got spilled on them, but got some stuff on those 2 cards. We'll just put those to the side. Get some trivia cards out of here real quick. Maybe not. We'll find them. All right, Espinosa, Alan Trammell, Perez, Jose De Leon. A Game 2 highlight there. Or Game 1 and Game 2. There's some transfer from that trivia question. Stubbs, DePino, Alfredo Griffin, Terry Crews. Greg Maddux. I think that's the second time we've seen Greg Maddux. Tommy Thompson, Todd Stottlemyre throwing for the Blue Jays. Diamond Don. He'll make it into the Hall one of these days, I keep saying. Dotson, Bob Walk, Gunnerman, George Bell. He had a good career for the Blue Jays. Bobby Thigpen here, pitcher. Dream Team. Melvin Riles, Holland, Henry Cotto, Rick Dempsey, Ruder, and Dave Island. All right, we're going to wrap up this 1990 score box here with these final 3 packs. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you'll consider subscribing, liking. It costs you nothing. It means the world to me. But if not, I still appreciate you spending some time with us. Hanging out while we go through these older boxes of cards is always a fun time to me. All right, last 3 packs. Here we go. Thomas, Espinoza, Tony Gwynn. Good card there, Tony Gwynn. Nolan Ryan, that's the first time I think we've seen Nolan Ryan tonight. With the Rangers this time. We pulled one from the 89 set. He's still with the Astros. Right, Blosser on the #1 draft pick. Buhner. Hibbard, Myers, Larry Walker, Grimsley, Scott Cooper, Vance Law, Mahler, Devereaux, Scott Bradley, Gallego, Willie Green on the first-round draft pick. McDowell, Frank Williams, Steve Finley, decent career there with the Orioles. Kevin Appier throwing for the Royals. Orioles, sorry. I meant to say that for Steve Finley. Alan Trammell. Barry Lyons, Swindell, Dave Henderson. Robin Yount. Good card there. Wade Boggs. Got a little transfer from that trivia sheet, but Tim Tufflin. Terry Steinbach. Ballard. Dobson. Bo Diaz. Keith Miller. Ryan Sandberg on the 1989 highlight. And that's going to take us to the end of these cards. I'm going to go over some of the highlights from this set here. First, we got the 89 Ryan Sandberg highlight video. I'm not going to go through all the Royals. Those really only matter to me. We've got the Dream Team Boggs. Wade Boggs on the highlight. Ken Griffey. Ricky Henderson. Jose Canseco. Bobby Bonilla. Barry Bonds. Ken Griffey. There we go. Ken Griffey. Paul Molitor. Maurice Mo Vaughn on the draft pick. Robin Yount. Nolan Ryan. Tony Gwynn. Don Mattingly. Fred McGriff. Barry Larkin. Ryan Sandberg. Mark McGuire. Kirby Puckett. Randy Johnson. Roger Clemens. Greg Maddux. Dave Justice. John Smoltz. Kurt Schilling on the rookie card. And Robin Ventura's rookie card. So I appreciate you coming by. Hopefully you enjoyed watching the video as much as I had making it. We hope to see you again. Thanks for spending some time with us. And as always, God bless.